somehow my songs always apply to my real life right now. I be predicting the future.
Warning, this video contains extremely bad language, so if you don't like cussing, click off now. Okay, so hello, welcome to the channel. I know this isn't what I normally do, but I felt like doing a story time. I woke up this morning and I said, I'm going to do a story time, okay? And I want to do the story time because of the type of readings that I've been doing recently. And it's a lot of topics I want to tackle on the page because it seems like we all have these ideas that have been fed to us and we truly believe them, and they're not true. And today's topic for my story time is the many times the side chick wins. Okay? Because y'all have this idea that the side chick don't never win. If a dude is messing with someone else, and then if he got a girlfriend, he messing with someone else, the person that he messing with on the side, he just playing her, he ain't never gonna leave his other person. I'm here to tell you that's not true. And I'm going to give you at least 3 examples of where I was in a serious relationship with someone and they cheated and they're still married to the person that they cheated on me with today. Now, before you get started and think like, well, maybe I was just a horrible girlfriend or wife, or, you know, and I was bitchy, or, you know, I didn't do anything, that's not true, okay? I tend to be kind of soft-spoken and, you know, really affectionate in a relationship. Somewhat naive at times, but I do have one thing, okay? I am known to be a flirt, okay? And I flirt, okay? And it's harmless. It's not like I'm not a cheater. You know, like I'm not even really interested in the people that I flirt with, because when I'm in a relationship, like honestly, truly, the only person that I see, meaning attracted to, is the person that I'm with. But I have a manner about myself that's extremely flirty, just in the way I talk, okay? So enough about me, because the story isn't about me. So we're going to start off with the first guy that I was engaged to. I started dating him when I was 16 years old. We ended our relationship when I was 21, okay? And I gotta give him a fake name. Let's name him Tim, okay? So Tim and I started dating. He was older than me, okay? And you know, we had a pretty decent relationship. He took really good care of me, but he happened to be a cheater. And towards the end of our relationship, when we were maybe like a year off, we had set a wedding date. We were engaged. We lived together. And he worked nights. I worked in the evenings, but he worked nights. And you know, there was a couple times when he didn't go into work, and you know, his phone was buzzing and all that, you know, and I answered. Okay, so I knew who the girl was by this point. Eventually, things between he and I got heated, and it wasn't about this girl, okay? Although maybe it was sideways about this girl. And I decided to leave him. I left in the middle of the night while he was at work. I had someone come and get me. I grabbed like 2 garbage bags full of my things, because I knew if I didn't leave then, I would never leave. About a year later, I left my engagement rings, and about a year later, he was engaged to her. Okay, and then actually they got married. Okay, to this day, they are still married. They have a child, you know, and I guess they're happy together. It seems like it from accounts of friends. They're happy together. Okay, so the side chick. 1, apparently she had something that he wanted or he needed, and he had what she needed, and they ended up together. They gravitated together, and they're still together. Second instance, okay, was my next boyfriend after that, okay? And I knew him, you know, since childhood, okay? And we broke up because we had like communication issues. It was really hard for me to say to him what I wanted, but it wasn't hard for him to always demand what he wanted. And, it caused tension. And then I had some health issues and I felt like he wasn't there for me. And so we decided to split up. But I later found out that part of the reason was because he was cheating. Now, the girl that he was cheating with, I knew her. I hated her. I hated her regardless. It had nothing to do with that. Because she was also dating a friend of ours. I hated her all along. She was a bitch. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. She's a real bitch. She's a real bitch to this day. Okay? But moral of this story is they're still together. They are married. They have multiple children. Are they happy? I don't know. I'm not all up in their business. But the point is did she go from side chick to being the wife? She did. Last instance is father of one of my children. Yes, my children have multiple fathers, different fathers. I'm not the type of woman to deal with no man's bullshit. It just is what it is. If you can't treat me, with the same level of respect and dedication that I treat you, I'm not going to stick around. And if you want to stick around, that's your business, because I understand that. Some people want to do that, and I'm not here to judge you. That's your business. But at the same time, I don't want people judging me either, okay? I don't stick around, and I carry on with my life, and I got married and had other kids and all that. But that's neither here nor there. That was just me being a tourist, letting y'all know what it is, okay? So, he and I were together. Obviously, we were together. While I was pregnant, I found out he was cheating. I was not happy about the situation. That was the reason why we split up. Okay? So we split up while I was still pregnant. He wanted to work things out. I did not want to work things out. Why would you want to work things out with a nigga that's doing somebody else while you sick and pregnant? Okay? And I was sick and pregnant. So, right after I had her, we went through some custody issues or whatever and all of that, and I mean, my daughter wasn't even a year old, and she was there at court with him. Okay, they was living together, and right away, and she was there supporting him or whatever, blah blah blah. I know she thought that I was gonna have a problem with her. I didn't have a problem with her because I wasn't in a relationship with her. This is a tip for all you ladies: when your man is cheating, even if you know the woman, okay, unless she's your friend. Okay, unless she's your friend or family member. Because in that case, she does owe you something, okay? These women don't owe you nothing. I don't know, like, y'all feel like you living your own life and you don't owe nobody nothing and all that. But then all of a sudden you got a man and you feel like the next bitch owe you something. No, boo-boo. If your man is trying to hit on her and she's with it, I don't really see why you're mad at her, okay? She's living her life the same way that you be talking about you living yours. Your real issue is the man, okay? So at any rate, I told her I didn't have an issue with her. I definitely had an issue with him, but not over the cheating. That was old or whatever, right? So, long story short, they are still together and married to this day. Okay, they got a lot of kids. They love each other. And it is what it is. I say all of that to say this. Don't get caught up in this thinking that side chicks are always side chicks, or no man is going to leave his woman or his wife. Yeah, I know lots of men that have left their wives for the next chick, and then they're like, yo, she was the love of my life and I'm still with her, and 30, 40 years down the road they still together. It happens that way sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it is just a man that's just selfish and just playing around. But a lot of times, you ladies, because I know this is mostly a ladies channel, you ladies are in the same boat as these gentlemen are. You stay in relationships that you're not happy in, okay, because you want to keep appearances, or you promise that you would stay, so you stay even though they're not keeping the end of the bargain, or you've become so used to the chaos you don't know how to step outside the relationship, so you stay in a dead ass relationship. It's like I call those relationships life support relationships. Like, that motherfucker is dead, but y'all just keeping it plugged in, you know, for God knows what reason, running up a hellified bill that somebody got to pay. And the person that ends up paying it is not the motherfucker that's being plugged in. Someone else unplugs them and they come back to life with this new motherfucker, and here you are left to pay the bill. My point is let's stop all of that. You know, like, cheaters, once a cheater, always a cheater. Well, a lot of times once a cheater, always a cheater, but not always. People change. And in reverse, just because someone was an honest, loving person in a relationship with you doesn't mean that they're going to always be that way either. People change for the worse as well. Okay, it goes both ways. People change. Situations change. There's all types of circumstances. People find the love of their life, their mates, or just even if it's just a mate for right now. You find them all types of different ways, okay? And that's really just all I want to say about this story time. At the end of the day, I think it's foolish to believe that side chicks ain't winning. Side chicks are winning and losing the same way that the main chicks are winning and losing, and single chicks are winning or losing. At the end of the day, y'all all women, and you're all experiencing this life the same way. Okay? And sometimes you winning and sometimes you losing. Alright? So, I'm sure I'll be doing a couple more topics that people tend to generally just throw these little sayings around and we take them as law. They're not law. And I just want to discuss some of these things, you know, break the myth. Okay? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you got something you want to add, or if you didn't like what the fuck I had to say, go ahead, put it down there. Or if you do like what the fuck I had to say, or if it made you think about it in a different way, leave a comment. Alright? And I guess I'll see y'all in the next video. I'll be posting a pick a card soon. Alright?
I think I'm good at that shit. Yeah. Every day I keep it real and get that bag, ho, cause that shit up for grabs, ho. Put that